These piercings are so prone to rejection, they're barely worth even getting. The horizontal labrae. Contrary to the vertical labrae, this one is more of a surface piercing since it's not passing through the ridge of your lip. It's just passing straight through horizontally the center of your lip, where that tissue is particularly thin and vulnerable. That on top of the fact that it is in a high movement area. Obviously, you do a lot with your mouth, whether that's talking or eating or drinking, and those things can all have an impact on your piercing if you're not being mindful. So that is why the horizontal labrae is especially prone to rejection. Back or hip dermals. These are surface piercings, of course. All dermals are surface piercings, as well as anything done with a surface bar. But the back and hip areas are very high movement, and they do make a lot of contact with clothing and things like that. So it is really easy to accidentally bump or snag these piercings as well, making them very prone to rejection. That's why oftentimes dermals will be considered temporary piercings. Finger and hand piercings. Whatever type of hand or finger piercing you get is going to be a surface piercing. Obviously, this area is very high movement. We do a lot with our hands. And this piercing can potentially come in contact with anything that you pick up or touch. You have to be really mindful with these. They have a higher infection rate due to the placement. With this in mind, you may find yourself needing to clean these piercings more often than a lot of other piercings. These piercings can be especially prone to rejection. The smiley piercing. This one is not quite as prone to rejection as some of the ones on here, but it is still fairly prone to happen. It is a rather thin and vulnerable area of tissue being pierced, and it is also a high movement area. The main reason I say this piercing isn't worth it is mostly the risk of tooth and gum damage that comes with it. So yes, these absolutely can be prone to rejection, but I would be far more wary of how your overall oral health is with these.